In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cardinals will put toe to leather and will get started. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the SMU Mustangs offense will have the first possession of the game. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get...
Taking a shot on the first play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So the Louisville Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's shot. It's complete to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Lacey. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They're going to throw it again. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The run from the shotgun. Jukes his way for more. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Catch in the middle, it's Bailey. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Unleashes one. He's got him wide open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I... Before the game, how is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
That's reeled in. It's Bailey. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll toss it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 7 over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? To the air, it's Shuck. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside give. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Brooks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Trying to get to him. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Pressure coming. And that pass is intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up, looking for a deep man. Holds it in on the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking for a man. It's Shuck. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, SMU. What a catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. To the air, it's Shuck. That pass is incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They want to just keep throwing it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He wants to take the top off. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking for a man. It's Shuck. Throws to the back. Pulls it in. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. On second down, he's looking downfield. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Smith. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
The Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. To throw, it's Shuck. Got his man on the right. He goes airborne, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. All wideouts, no backs. On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. First down for this offense. It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line, and the returner will be brought down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, SMU! Reeled it in and just made the house call. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 32 to Clemson. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, you see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
To the air, it's Shuck. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to run for it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it, though. This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it to the back on the draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Cardinals are rolling down the field. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Spins away from the defender. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Oh, it's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Running it to the right. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Shuck. And they swarm him under. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Running to Green. He's off to the races. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Quick pass on the fly motion. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes a connection. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. On the option. Touchdown, SMU! And the punishment has been extended. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 11 over Old Dominion. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going.
Trying to get behind the defense. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. The 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown Mustangs! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Scanning the field, it's Shuck. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Bell.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. offense.